What is up, guys? It is Champ here, and today we are being joined by,
Shroom Bobby.
Flapjack.
and we are going to rank the 50 states.
What states first?
All right.
Looks
First
like
up,
Alabama.
we got Alabama.
Bad state. Mid.
I think this is a bad state.
Would you say so?
Well, but I'm not gonna lie though. The song kind of makes it a mid state
Yeah.
because that's catchy. We'll put it
Okay,
at mid state.
Sure.
Alaska.
Then we're probably gonna get flamed.
Alaska's like very good though. They got like
Yeah.
They
nice
got
people, right?
mountains.
Yeah.
I don't care about the mountains.
Okay,
bro.
Arizona is too hot.
Yeah, but it's not like
I'd say it's better than Alabama, but still a mid state. What about Arkansas?
Arkansas.
I think it's bad.
I think Arkansas is pretty bad.
What says
California,
how do you get Arkansas?
because it's funny. It's funny.
California's the worst state.
No, I think California is actually a pretty good state.
No.
We'll put it at bad.
No.
The worst state ever.
I'm not debating this.
Only
It's the
one
worst.
state can go here. Shroom Bobby.
Okay. Number one, first off, you got like mudslides, tsunamis, earthquakes,
Okay, you don't-
forest fires. I could walk down the street and I could be drugged.
Okay, he's got a good point.
Well, that's like every city state as well.
But it's not. No. It's the worst state.
Okay, moving on. We got Colorado.
Also bad because they beat Miami in the finals.
Nah, that's the best state right there. I'll take
Okay, I'm gonna. I think it's. I think it's a good state.
Great. 100% good state.
Okay, Connecticut.
It'd be unfortunate.
I feel like it's another just meh. I think it's better than Arizona.
It's like in the area.
I think
it's
it's
just
better
there.
than Arizona though.
Here.
What about DC?
I thought that's in New York.
DC.
Yeah. DC, Mike. Brett.
Washington DC is in New York.
Washington, D.C.
It's in New York.
Isn't it like
No.
south?
No. It's
No.
No.
separate thing.
Because Washington's
District
a state.
of Columbia.
Mid.
Um,
I've never.
no,
heard-
I'm Googling this.
District of Columbia.
Where is Washington, D.C.?
That's a thing. Why?
Washington is a state. Washington DC is District of Columbia.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's in Maryland.
Yeah.
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 So are we counting this as Maryland? Like,
No, it's DC.
No.
There's a different one
DC's
for Maryland.
not a state.
It counts.
No, it's not.
It can be a state if it wants to be.
I think it's a very good state, but I don't think it's as good as Alaska. I think Delaware might have to take the spot as the worst state.
No. What's in Delaware, bro?
Exactly.
But it didn't do anything wrong.
And that's a good point.
That makes it mid. That just makes it a mid state because.
But it doesn't have anything to make it mid.
I
so
think it's a
gonna
bad
stay
state.
there. It's gonna stay there.
What about Florida?
They have alligators.
I think it's a very good.
I think it should just be a good state. It has alligators.
We've only been to
They
the
do
nice
have
parts of
alligators.
Florida, though.
They do have alligators.
There's a lot of. Oh wait, that does have the Miami Heat though.
Okay.
Keep a big good state right now.
It's a very good state.
It's better than DC, I guess.
I feel like Georgia.
Don't they? Isn't that the state with a bunch of peaches?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, well then, good.
You know
state.
that like made.
I think
in
it's above
Georgia,
Colorado.
That
Yeah.
thing.
I think it's better than Colorado.
Hawaii. Bryson,
That's a very good
Bryson,
state.
it's Hawaii.
It's Hawaii.
I
It was
think it's
cut
better
off
than
from the
Alaska.
United States and pushed out to the ocean.
Exactly. I think it's better than Alaska. What about
Yeah.
Idaho?
They do have potatoes.
That's a very good state.
That's
That is-
potatoes.
When you're eating your French fries, they're coming from Idaho.
They're from Idaho.
Exactly.
Exactly. It's such a good. Potatoes are good.
Illinois.
Wait, I thought that's Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
And I'll put it like, how about
It's
like,
mid.
I feel like it's better than Arizona.
Yeah.
You're just going off Arizona, bro.
I
Yeah.
am going off Arizona. What about Indiana?
Are you gonna put Arizona at best?
I don't think there's a single thing in Indiana.
I think it's bad.
They're kind of just mid.
Yeah.
Is it better than Alabama?
Oh, let's go. Okay. We're just gonna...
Is it worse than Alabama?
I think it is.
I think it's worse than Alabama.
Iowa.
Still nothing.
This is another case with Delaware. Like, what does Iowa have?
Wait, is
Nothing.
Iowa a corn state? Aren't they the one with a bunch of corn? And corn's
I thought New York had a lot.
I thought that was Wisconsin.
That's cheese.
It might. That's cheese.
I think they have corn and cheese.
Corn's kind of mid either way.
I think it's fine there. What about Kansas?
Kansas. Where's that go?
Again, I think there's nothing in Kansas.
No, there isn't much.
I think
They have the football team. The football mid.
They have the Chiefs, and they won.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's gotta be a very good state, bro.
Only because of do you guys see this? It's shaped like a chicken leg.
It is.
It is shaped like a chicken leg.
But Louisiana is shaped like an L.
Yeah.
L for Louisiana.
L, Louisiana, yes. Is that Maine?
I thought
Maine.
Kansas was a city in Texas.
Kansas City.
Maine's
it is?
Maine
it's not in Texas. It's in Kansas.
Maine. It's the only state with one syllable.
Real. It's a
No.
state.
Oh, actually,
Does that affect it?
I think it's. I feel like Maine is like all right. I feel like it's a good state.
Yeah,
it's not.
I think it's better than Colorado.
Same thing as what's in Maryland. Maryland.
Like
Washington D.C.
Well, we already had Washington. This is mid.
It's mid.
Yeah.
I have never heard. I don't. What do they even have up there?
Washington D.C.
Oh, well, yeah. Why
Massachusetts?
does look like
Hey, yo,
Massachusetts.
Good state. Good state.
Actually, I have to bleep that out.
It does have Boston.
It looks like a fun.
It does have Boston.
Boston was actually all right.
I think it's gonna be at the top of our good state. I think that's a.
What are we gonna put as the
placement.
best state?
I don't know. What about Michigan?
I didn't know it was a state.
You know, Michigan is pretty cool because it's like two separate land masses, but it's considered the same state. It is unique.
Okay. That means any state that's unique could. That's like saying
It's a bad state.
Michael, it's like saying Maine is a really good state because it's the only state with one syllable.
Bro,
Okay.
Texas is so cool because it's the only state called Texas.
That is a good point.
Okay.
What about Minnesota?
That they have that one Disney movie.
Oh, there's a presentation mode.
Which one?
There is.
Oh, I wish I knew that.
Isn't it
Yeah.
like Inside Out or something? Like
Well, now we're in presentation mode.
they
Okay.
moved from Minnesota. The movie sucks,
Minnesota,
though.
I feel like that's another bad state. Like, what is in Minnesota?
Well, I forgot what it's for, but there was like, well, New York is just like mid as heck.
Whoa.
Hey, yo.
Wait,
What
come
does it have? Okay, what does it have besides
New York City,
Yup, and
pizza,
the New York Nets.
The Nets are trash. Okay. Actually, they were
the
good this year.
Knicks.
They were good this year. The Knicks also trash.
Okay,
That's true.
Minnesota.
The Knicks are trash. The Nets were okay because they had Kevin Durant.
And now they don't.
And now they don't. And now the Suns are correct.
Okay, but Mississippi.
MISSISSIPPI.
Yes, Michael.
That's
they
gotta
should-
at least make it a good state.
That's good. I think it's
'cause
I don't think it's as good as
like
Maine.
that.
Missouri. I feel like Missouri, Minnesota, and Michigan are just like the three M's of bad.
Why?
Who's hating?
What is in Missouri?
Why are you hating on M State?
Missouri.
Again, with Montana. What is in Montana?
Cool things? Probably.
That
I don't know.
Montana, it's
Hannah, Montana.
it's
I don't know.
got a.
Got a something.
Is that in Yellowstone? Is that Yellowstone?
Is it?
I
It might
think it
be.
is.
Sounds cool.
Well, it might end us all one day, so we should like praise it right now and maybe
What do you? Well, maybe.
where should we
If there's
put
an,
it?
if there's
I
an
think
earthquake-
the bottom of good.
Okay.
Okay.
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
That's a
What
nice
state-
name to say.
Is that
Nebraska.
a-
I think it's gonna
Okay.
be above Alabama now.
Okay, sure.
I think Nebraska's bad.
Just
I think
because.
it's gonna go in like the Delaware area.
It's probably not even American state. Why did I do
It's
that?
probably not even an American state.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Las Vegas.
No, Las Vegas. Just put it at like almost the best state.
This is
That's-
where it goes to gamble all of his money.
Yeah. Hey, you
Facts.
can't say internet.
What
You'll
about
expose
New Hampshire?
New Hampshire?
Is it one of the first 13?
Yeah.
No,
No,
maybe?
is it?
I don't think
It
so.
might. Did you just ask Google what the first 13?
Okay, it
provinces
is. It is.
Okay, I feel
Okay.
like
It sounded familiar.
it's another
Yeah, probably
mid
'cause it's
state.
a state, Zach.
Bryson.
Oh, my bad.
I feel like it's another mid state.
Hey guys, this
It's
is
a
how we
bleeping
act off-
state, Zach.
This is how we act off camera.
What
guys.
about New Jersey?
New Jersey. Ew, bro.
Ew.
It's
They-
in contender for the worst state.
They did have a nice Ferris wheel.
What? Oh,
Who
did.
cares?
It was a pretty nice
It
Ferris
was a
wheel,
pretty nice Ferris wheel. I think
I'm-
that's gonna put it.
somewhere.
No.
Lower?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's why
Right
I'd say New York is lower, just because rats. Just everywhere.
Okay,
Rats.
what
I'd
about-
say the top of bad.
What about New Mexico?
Oh, Michael, you're
Time
not
for the
sure-
best
Time
state.
for the best state.
Oh my gosh, no.
It is the best.
Okay, they have New York City.
Oh,
They have
They got pizza in
they
New
have
York
pizza.
City.
They got Stewart's.
Wait, I think
Okay.
a lot of places have. I don't know about that.
They
actually.
got
lot of people have
Saratoga
Stewart's.
Springs, which is like a famous like horse racing place or something.
yeah,
I
that's
think
only
a lot of
two.
people have those.
They've got it all.
No, they don't.
What about North Carolina?
They also have. Like,
They've got
a bunch
the M&M store.
That is
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Largest
Store.
M&M
Oh,
store
oh.
in the world.
They're top tier. They have the M&M store. I'm sorry.
Okay, what about North Carolina?
I just do this for this.
I think that North Carolina is cool.
I think it's the bottom
It's
of
interesting.
very good.
I think so.
It's not
North
trash.
Dakota, though.
I don't know what it's known for.
I feel like it's like the worst version of South Dakota.
Is it?
Did we already do North Dakota?
We haven't done North Dakota yet. Where should we put it?
Is South Dakota better than North Dakota?
I would say so.
I don't know what's in
I-
either.
I think we should put them at the same tier.
Yeah, let's
but
do
one
that
should
now.
go above the other.
This is reasonable.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think-
yeah,
Ohio.
One of them looks like
Ohio
a
is-
trapezoid, though. You know, it looks
Michael,
so cool.
Careful with your words here.
Whoa,
Yeah,
Michael,
Should we make an Ohio tier?
put it down.
yes, make an Ohio tier,
All right, there's our Ohio tier.
especially because nobody would drop it.
Oklahoma,
It's shaped like a
Oklahoma.
pie.
they got the Thunder.
Yeah, OKC was kind of okay at one point.
I think that's like bottom of good state.
I mean, they have OKC, and OKC was okay at one point.
They didn't even make the playoffs, Zach.
Oregon Trail.
Kevin Durant was on it. It was a good team.
Yeah, like 10 years ago.
I feel like the Oregon Trail is like
Yeah,
The
a-
Oregon Trail, though.
The Oregon Trail. That's a good game, and it was hardships.
What about the Pennsylvania?
They got the Sixers in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, aren't they like incredibly mid though?
Yeah, it is also just a mid-state, though.
What about
Yeah.
Rhode Island?
It's the smallest state.
Hot take: Rhode Island
It's-
is one of the most underrated states.
I think so.
I
I
think
think-
so.
I think
Middle
just
of
for that.
good.
No, I think just for
Whoa,
that. I think just for
whoa.
that,
Where'd you put it? I wasn't looking.
it's gotta
Very
go.
good.
It's I agree. It's a very good state.
Okay, we're almost at the end. South Carolina. It's like
It's worse than North
it's like
Carolina.
budget North Carolina, but you can't split them up.
But
Are we really gonna do
you
New
can.
York as the best
But we
state?
can.
there's so much more in North Carolina than South
That's true.
Carolina.
True.
What about Tennessee?
You're the only.
They got those.
They have
What
the
we
cheesy
learned in
things.
social studies, it touches the most states.
Oh wow.
Did
No.
we learn that?
I think that makes it.
Wait, what part of social studies did we learn this in?
I
remember.
don't know.
Texas.
Yeah.
This can be controversial.
Really? First,
They got
like,
a lot of food in Texas.
how?
Utah.
We didn't finish
Did
placing Texas.
Well, just place it.
Where?
There.
Oh,
Good.
right there.
That's
Good.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Utah.
They got
They have the Jazz. That's also
They-
very mid.
they got
Did they?
Utah.
This might be like the
Yeah.
middest state.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
try to put it like perfectly mid.
Perfectly in the middle.
That's
What-
in the mid
Good
of
or-
mid.
Yeah.
What's that
yeah.
state?
Vermont is
Vermont?
another case with Delaware. What is in Vermont?
Cheese.
But it is.
I think they have cheese.
I don't know.
What about Virginia?
That is the definition of a horrible state.
Probably, yeah. Well,
You can't put it at the bottom of bad though,
No, because that's Delaware.
because that's reserved for West
Oh.
Virginia.
Country Road. They have
West
that song.
Virginia is the worst version of Virginia, but I cannot make Delaware
It's
go
the
any.
sequel state.
It is
is
the
the-
sequel.
They had to do something, and they were just like, oh, well, that
Okay.
It's
would
the
work.
sequel. They just waited a few years to release it.
Yeah. They had too much on their hands. They had to split it up.
Exactly. They just split it up in
They
part
couldn't
1 and
deal
part
with it.
2. What about Washington?
It's
I mean,
okay.
it stole the name realistically.
It stole
I
the
mean,
name from
it
DC, and people get confused with it. So
I
that's
think it's
just like
bad.
I think it's like down here.
There's so much going
Yeah.
on my now. What am I
What
doing?
about
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin?
They got cheese.
They do got cheese.
I think that's a bottom good.
Yeah.
I agree. Final state, we got Wyoming.
I think California should be a few tiers lower.
That we can't go.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just hold it just like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
So,
here.
any rearranging that we want to do.
We should put Ohio in the worst state and put California in swag.
The worser state.
Worst.
Worse word.
No, Michael.
No.
Oh my
no.
God.
Worst word. You did it.
Okay,
Worst word.
I think this is a solid tier list.
I think it is.
How
So,
many people do you think?
If you want some more tier lists from Tier Talks, make sure to like and subscribe.
If you want to hear us disrespect more states.
And we'll see you in the next tier list. Goodbye.
Bye.